and we want to isolate A. So we're going to just divide this side by tan of 25.
I've been a teacher for 35 years now, with a little bit of break, maybe 5 years for having children, and I'm going to be retiring this June. I was born in Guyana in 1958.
Just after my birth, I was a few months old apparently,
We moved to Trinidad, and I spent basically the first 6 years of my life in Trinidad. By the time we moved to Canada, I had already had 2 years of school. We moved to Nipawin, Manitoba, and the weather, it was so green and lovely, very different in terms of vegetation, of course, because we came from a tropical island. My father was a minister. Like I said, the first place we went to was Nipawin, Manitoba. We got transferred in the Lutheran Church to Winnipeg. As a minister, he ran youth groups and all these kinds of things. And so the children's father, his name's Rod, he met my father at a conference. We didn't have our first child until I think it was 10 years in, and then 3 years later, a son, and then 3 years after that, our youngest. And I think my own growth brought me to a place of just full-on understanding, acceptance that people are people. And for me, for Corrine Davison, I am drawn to people. It's my responsibility. It's my life mission to teach.
She helped me with more than just math, and I didn't really have a figure in my life like Miss Davison. So I was in the 9th grade. I was trying to get my locker undone, and it just wasn't working, and it was just total meltdown. And this woman tapped me on the shoulder and passed me this little card. And it says, "Here's a heart if you need one. Keep it if you want, but if you don't need it, pass it on with a smile." And I still have it to that day.
I form relationships with them and make it safe so then they don't feel stupid. They just feel cared for. Within this teaching career, I was borrowed. The board head office borrowed me for 4 years, basically to do workshops on equity and inclusive spaces and inclusive education.
She left for a few years. She went to work at the school board office. She became involved with the equity program at the school board office. So for things like You Rock, or the Diversity Club, Essence, or the International Festival, other people were doing those things, but it was always like they were filling in. There's lots that the school is going to miss. I don't think we're going to really realize how much we're going to miss until she's not here. She's really been a point of contact for a lot of the more vulnerable students in our school. Some of the kids in our LGBT community, they know that she's a trusted adult in the building. The same thing with a lot of the ethnically diverse groups in the school. If they have a question, or they want to do something, or they want to make a celebration, where do they go? Always Miss Davison.
Teaching for me is a vocation. It's a calling. It's not just a profession for me. I really believe that I am a good teacher and an excellent teacher because I've been called to teach. It's my responsibility. It's my life mission to teach.